Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. This is the time of year for nice salads. Y'all know it's hot and you don't really want a big, heavy, hot meal. So I'm going to share this salad with you. Now, I found this online. I'm changing it up a little bit and making it my way. So it is I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. I have heirloom tomatoes. I have some Cherokee purple tomatoes. We have cantaloupe. We have feta. We have a spring mix. And we'll figure out a name later, right? First of all, I'm going to start with, this is a 9x9 dish. And I'm going to put some of this beautiful spring mix down in here. And this mix has... I'm not sure what all it has in it, but I can see arugula. It's got some of the darker leafy greens. And I'm sure every one of you have had this before. So let's just not lay a nice bed down in here. Now, this is a 5-ounce package. And I think we're just going to use it all. It's going to be beautiful when we get done. All right, so let's set that aside. We're done with it, right? Okay, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can look at that. Now, have some feta. I bought the one that's already crumbled instead of the block, okay? And you can buy the block. You can break it up if you want to. That's strictly up to you how you want to buy it. You know, now to this, and I'm just going to do it right here in this little container, I'm going to add some olive oil. And I think I'm going to add probably equivalent to, that's about a tablespoon, a little more, a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, okay? And I don't have any... The original recipe that I looked at called for za'atar. I don't have any. I don't use it, so I don't have any. So I'm kind of substituting a little bit. I'm going to put some dried thyme in here. You can use oregano and thyme, you know, your choice. Marjoram, Italian seasonings, you can use that. But I'm also going to put a little bit of lemon juice in here with this, and we're going to stir it up. Okay, that's probably a couple of teaspoons. So let's stir this up and just see if I think we need to add a little bit of anything else. This is our seasoning, our dressing, so to speak, for our beautiful salad. Looky there. Now, yeah, I think that's going to be gorgeous on that salad. So let's set this aside and let it marinate. Y'all can watch it for me, okay? So, but we need a cucumber, okay? And I'm going to use, I've got this English cucumber, and I don't need the whole thing. So I'm going to use about half of it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to back here and I'm going to rinse it off a little bit. Okay, so rinse that off a little bit. And I think I'm going to take some of the peelings off and just leave, you know, green spots here and there. You don't have to totally peel it, but these are easy. It's the peelings are soft, so if you don't want to peel it, you don't have to. Okay, so let me get rid of this, and I'm just going to use this little bucket that the salad was in from a little trash bucket. How about that? Well, use what you have. Now, what I'm going to do is let's cut it in half again. I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm going to cut it in half again. But see, the seeds in these English cucumbers, if you can see that, are really small, so you don't have to take the seeds out. And I've told y'all this before, if you use your regular garden variety cucumbers. They've got big seeds, so you may want to take those out. Use this. You can use Persian cucumbers, the little baby mini cucumbers. I've seen those in the grocery store. I can't find Persian cucumbers in my local groceries. So that's why I use English cucumbers a lot, and I love them. But anyway, we're going to cut these in just a little chunks, okay? So we got little cubes, about like that. They don't have to all be the same size. It doesn't matter. Now, I have some cantaloupe. I bought a cantaloupe, and I just cut up half of it, and I cut it in chunks like that. And we're going to cut up our tomato. Now, I've already washed these tomatoes. So let's start with this big one, but I think we're probably going to use more. I want my tomato knife. Here it is. And, isn't that a nice big fat tomato? And I'm trying to decide. I think I'm just going to do some nice pretty slices and lay those around instead of cutting it up. I'm going to cut this little bottom off, where it's a little dark, where it grows. And I saw a spot. I want a spot right here. I want to cut that off. You're growing tomatoes that's fresh right out of your garden. They're not going to be perfect. Your perfect tomatoes in your grocery store are grown in a hot house, and they're grown to look like that. So cultivated. I'm not sure the word I'm hunting. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to cut these into some nice, pretty slices, and we'll see. We might look at the inside of this tomato, y'all. I love Cherokee purples. And when we started growing these, we don't want any other tomato. Now, wouldn't that would go on a good tomato sandwich, wouldn't it? You wouldn't need but one slice. It's so big. Not all of them are this big, but I've had a few this big. And I think it's only going to take this one. Can y'all see how, you can't see. Can y'all see how many tomatoes we've got here? I think that's going to be great. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I have some of these little orange tomatoes that my neighbor gave me. And I think I'm going to throw those in there with it. And it's just going to give it a little color. So I think what I'm going to do is slice those in half. All right. I got that done. Now, I think I'm ready to assemble, y'all. I think I am, because we've been letting that feta cheese marinate. Okay, so let's bring this down here. Now, I am going to lay these tomatoes. I'm going to cut that one a little bit more. It's a little thicker on this side. It don't matter if it's a small piece. Let's just get them all laid around. Looky there. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to scatter the cucumbers on top. See, it don't take long to make a beautiful salad, y'all. Let's scatter these around. Looky there. Then let's scatter these little orange tomatoes that we're using. Let's tell Steve thank you for these. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Now we're going to put our cantaloupe on. I don't know if we'll use all of that cantaloupe or not, but we're going to put some on it and we'll see, right? I like fruit in a salad. Do you like fruit in a salad? I do. I like to take a spinach salad and strawberries and, oh, so good. I think that's all I'm going to put. Isn't that coming along just beautiful so far? Looky there. Oops, we forgot a couple of tomatoes. Put them on there. Now, our feta cheese. We're going to give it another stir. And then we're going to scatter this all across the top. Just sprinkle it about. Use your spoon. Spread it around. Look at there. Now that olive oil and lemon juice is going to soak down into all of this. Soak through. It's going to be so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all, looky there. Now let me show you this after we've put that on there. Can you see that? The finishing touch. Oh, I forgot. Let's put a little bit of salt. Now that feta cheese is going to be salty, so don't do too much. That was less than a 1/4 teaspoon, y'all. Let's put some black pepper on there. And we should have put that on before the cheese, but you know it don't matter. It don't matter. We're going to use some balsamic glaze. So we're just going to start here. And we're going to glaze, just squirt this balsamic glaze all across there. Looky there, y'all. Can you see that? Now, I'm going to get a picture of this. I'm not going to dig into it, although I want to, because I'm taking it somewhere tonight to someone for their dinner. And but I wanted to make this for you guys so y'all could see it. And but I'll make you a good picture of it. But I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you enjoy this salad, and I hope you'll make it, because I know it's going to be delicious. But I thank you for being in my kitchen with me, and I hope you're going to come back soon. Y'all, don't forget we have 2 cookbooks, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and go out and check them out on my website, KarenJonesFoodAndAFamily.com. You can choose whichever book, click on the book that you might be interested in, and it'll take you straight to my printer. They take your order and they ship it. If it's early in the day, they ship same day. Otherwise, it goes out next day. But they do a quick turnaround, I promise. And once you click on that, you leave my website and go to theirs, and it's very, very safe, or I wouldn't be using them. But thanks again, everybody, for joining me today, and I hope you're going to come back. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, hit that notification button so you'll know when we post another video. I'll see you soon.